Are you sick of hitting fat and thin shots? This drill could be the last drill you'll ever have to watch. This drill cures fat and thin shots, and it's the simplest idea I've ever taught in my entire career. If you want to know the secret sauce to playing the best golf of your life and really making the most solid shots you've ever hit, stay tuned to the end of this video, because this video is going to change your world when it comes to how solidly you can hit the golf ball. Hi, my name is Justin Klumball, and I'm the founder of BreakingBogeys.com, where we are transforming people's games to help them play the best golf of their life. Whether you are trying to break 100 for the first time, break 90 for the first time, or even break 80 for the first time, head to BreakingBogeys.com and check out the transformations that we've made with our players. If this sounds like something that you would want to try to accomplish, put your information in and we'll get in touch with you. Now let's just jump right into it. This is the easiest way to get rid of fat and thin shots out of your game. It's the drill that I give to all of my students, and if you can do this, you will get rid of fat and thin shots forever. Take a look at these three balls. I lined them up right in a row. As you'll see, I'm setting up to a practice swing, so I'm not quite hitting a ball quite yet. I'm setting up to a practice swing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my club behind this line of three balls. If my club is behind that line, then I know where my pretend ball is going to be, which is right in line with the other three balls. What we're going to do here is we're going to take a full swing practice swing and see where we hit the mat. We have to hit the ground on this particular practice swing, and it has to be in front of the line. So as you'll see here, I'm setting up to my line with the club behind the line of balls. I swing back and through, and if you'll notice, my club lands on the ground and in front of this line. This is the secret sauce. Most people, whether you are a beginner golfer or an advanced player, can do this. When there's no ball in their way and we're just doing a practice swing, almost everybody can hit the ground in front of the ball. This is the secret sauce to great golf. If you are not striking the ground in front of the ball, you are not making solid contact. If you're striking the ground behind the ball, that's what we call a fat shot. And then if you miss the ground completely, that's what we call a thin shot. So by making sure that you're training your hands and arms to contact the ground in front of the line and make sure it's confidently hitting the ground, you are going to get rid of fat and thin shots forever. So notice what I'm doing in this drill. I take a couple of practice swings. I'm looking to try to hit the ground 5 times in a row. So start from behind the line, swing back, and I'm hitting the ground out in front of the line. Again, swing back, hitting the ground out in front of the line. I have to do this 5 times in a row. So if you miss the ground or if you accidentally hit the ground back here, you have to start back over from 0 and go from the beginning again. But what we're looking for is 5 in a row where you can hit the ground confidently in front of the ball, in front of the line. Once you can get 5 in a row with practice swings, it pretty much guarantees that you are already capable of solid contact with your current swing. Now what you would do once you did that is you would step up to the golf ball and you would hit this ball. These two balls, when you're doing this practice drill, will always stay there. You never move those 2 other balls because those are going to be your point of reference when you go to hit this golf ball. So when I go to set up to this ball to hit this shot, my focus is on the ground out in front of the ball. It's not trying to hit the golf ball. That is the big key for most people, is that most people are keeping their eye on the ball, trying to hit the ball. The ball is irrelevant. We do not want to keep our eye on the ball. Our focus and our bullseye in golf needs to be right in front of that ball. It has to hit the ground in front of this ball, and you will hit solid golf shots. So once you do 5 in a row practice swings, we're now going to try to get as many in a row as we possibly can, but now with the ball in place. If you start to go south, which most of you might do, you will hit the ground in front with the practice swing, no problem. But then when you step up to the ball, you're going to hit behind the ball or you're going to miss the ground completely. What is the reason of why you are doing that? It's because your mind is prioritizing hitting the ball instead of prioritizing hitting the ground in front. Your brain has been trained to try to hit the ball up into the air. That is not your job as a golfer. Your job as a golfer is to hit the ground in front of the ball. If you can do that, the loft of the golf club will do the rest of it for you, and you will hit amazing golf shots. But I cannot stress how important this drill is. It's incredibly simple, but it takes some time and effort to convince your mind that hitting the ground in front of the ball is more important than hitting the ball up into the air. And after you do these practice swings where you're focused on hitting the ground in front, you will eventually step up to the ball and your mind will shift and it will be like, oh, now it's time to hit the ball in the air. We have to avoid that shift and keep the focus the same. So if you're struggling with this shift from practice swing to the actual ball, you need to introduce the practice swings for every single shot. And this is what I mean by that. You would, after you do your 5 practice swings in a row, when you go to hit the ball, you're gonna take 1 practice swing before you hit each ball. So I'm gonna take a practice swing here, hit the ground in front, and before my mind can think of anything else, I'm gonna step up to the ball and once again, try to hit that same spot on the ground. If you do, your shot will be pure, but it has to be hitting the ground in front of the ball. And by using the practice swing as an aid to basically remind your mind that we are here to hit the ground in front, and then step up and just repeat that feeling, that's where you're going to break over this barrier of your mind trying to help the ball go in the air and replace it with, I am now here to hit the ground in front. Most people who are trying to get better at golf do not have a plan. If you are trying to break 100 for the first time, break 90 for the first time, or even break 80 for the first time, at breakingbogeys.com, we put people through a step-by-step guided plan to help them play the best golf of their life. If you're looking to try to play the best golf of your life, head to breakingbogeys.com, put your information in, and we'll get in touch with you to help you play the best golf of your life and help you break that score barrier of breaking 100, breaking 90, or even breaking 80 for the first time.